What is going on, everybody? BobbyFi with my man Eric Sheets. We're going to be talking another week of PGA golf, and at the ZOZO Championship, I actually came off of a near win last week. I came really close in a couple of the single entries, and I had even some shots in the big one. I did finish seventh in one of the single entries, which was nice, but in another profitable week, but didn't quite get there. Hopefully, we improve on it this week. Sheets, how'd you do, and what are we talking?
I lost DFS, but you know what? I picked the winner, Rory McIlroy.
You did call that on the show.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Yeah, we're ready to get after it tonight. Another no cut event, but again, it's 7:30 Eastern time tonight is locked because it's being played in Japan. So just make sure we'll get out there in plenty of time, but make sure that you get your lineups reserved and in there if you're going to play.
Yep, I'm with you. All right, let's share your screen and we'll go through the tiers.
Okay. So as you mentioned before, I mean, usually with the this is kind of interesting because usually with the no cut events, you have you typically want to play these stars and scrubs type builds, and that certainly probably applies a little bit today. What I found just overall, we'll go through the tiers or whatever, is that probably the top guys are underpriced, like relative to the guys right below them, but anyway, we'll talk about it. So like, for example, I think like all of those guys over 10K, for example, are probably good plays. I think that Morikawa, Schauffele, and Hideki are particularly good plays. And I think that for me, at least, like Xander is kind of a standout. He's going to be, I imagine, extremely popular because of all of that. But to me, he's kind of a standout at the top. And then second for me would be Hideki, and then Zalatoris after that. I actually have Morikawa and Fleetwood rated a little bit below. By the way, I thought of you because I actually did okay in Showdown Slate. I played on Saturday, and I had Fleetwood, and Fleetwood went off.
Oh yeah, I know he did. He had a big day that day.
He had a really big day. So I think he's a little below these, but I like I do like those top four. And I think uh-oh.
Fire alarm. Hold on. Sorry about my fire alarm. So as you were saying.
Right, so I was saying that I really think you want to have one of those top guys in like all your lineups.
Yeah, I think you might, if you can, try and get two.
Okay.
I like this top tier.
We can do it too.
My favorites are Fleetwood, Matsuyama, and Morikawa, and then I would go Schauffele and then Zalatoris. But maybe I'll give Zalatoris a bump because of the ownership. That's the way I'm looking at this top tier, and because of it, we'll get into it in a minute. But I'm not going to have quite as much interest in the next tier, especially because the most popular guy is my nemesis. So Sheets, why don't you start us off with the 9Ks and tell me what you're going to do in the 9K?
Who is your nemesis?
You know, the guy who kills me every week. Play him or not.
Who, Grillo?
Yeah.
Oh, Neiman.
No, Grillo. No, Neiman's not my nemesis. He's always good.
Oh, but he's 13%. I was looking at percent.
Oh, yeah. I thought Grillo would be the highest of this group. It's probably pretty close between those two.
For me, my interest in the 9Ks is two guys. It's Neiman, and more so is Cameron Tringale.
Interesting.
Those are my top two in the 9Ks, and I'm not going to have that much in the 9Ks in general. I like Maverick McNeely a little bit. Grillo, I have him on just as a matter of disclosure. I have him on FanDuel actually, in my big lineup on FanDuel. But I don't have much interest in the 9Ks on DraftKings. Tringale.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. It's interesting. I didn't expect you to say Tringale, but I'll take a look at that one. I think Keegan Bradley is fine, but I would probably think my favorite play here is going to be Siwoo Kim, and probably the only one I'll have any decent exposure to. And I know he's going to be low owned too, which I like, but I don't like this range very much. All right. So do you want to take over the 8Ks while I try to load our last video? Trying to do all
the 8Ks. What's his name again? Like the models really like Charlie Hoffman again. just pretty much across the board. Every week it seems. It's like the Daniel Berger of the swing season, I guess.
Right.
And he rates really high for me, and his ownership seems relatively in check this week. Partially because, again, you could play two 10Ks with, because there are some good, 7Ks and under to play, more decent to play. So maybe Hoffman does stay only 10%. So I'll definitely get a good chunk of that. Other guys in the 8K range, Chris Kirk a little bit, Adam Schenk, maybe Carlos Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my top guys, but I think Hoffman's kind of a standout in that range for me, at least.
Yeah, I like the guys you mentioned, basically Ortiz, Kirk, Hoffman, and Schenk. I don't really have a whole lot else to add from this tier. I know it's a tier I probably should have more interest in, but I just don't. I have a more narrow pool down here this week. That's just why I'm probably going to play two guys who are 10K plus.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to finish our video up, and you want to start us off with the 7K range?
Yep, 7K range for me. I have four guys that I like a decent amount. One is going to be a little bit popular, so I might end up fading him a little. Actually, both of these guys, boy, oh boy, look at this. I guess the models must love all four of these guys because all of them are rated to be 10% or higher. Doug Gim, I have it like 13%. Then there's Matt Jones. Boy, I really thought he would be sneaky. He's 13%. I have him. Then Sebastian Munoz, I like him a lot. I have him at under 10% at least, so that's okay. And then I guess those are the top three. Then I'm down to stuff like Brandon Steele, Harry Higgs, stuff like that. But I like I guess the 7K range is getting an ownership because of what I just said. Because you could do it. Again, Gim, Jones, Munoz. Oh, and another chalky guy, Luke List.
Oh, Luke List. I actually didn't. For some reason, I had him not on there for some reason. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to add to that, unfortunately. I wish I could take a different stand, and there was somebody else who I was playing down here that I was really high on. I think Brendan Steele, maybe I like him a little bit better than you. I think I'm getting down in the 6K ranges. Pat Perez, Brendan Steele would be the only other guys, and Norlander. Norlander, Steele, and yeah, and then you mentioned Gim already. Yeah, and that's basically all the ones I have. I'm going to be very high on Munoz.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so let's spin the wheel. Let's see let's see which 6K guy is going to win the money, because that's what's going to happen. Somebody in the 6K range is going to win the cheese, maybe two of them. Like if you play like two 10Ks, and you could play two 10Ks, for example, and a 9K and play three 6Ks and be well within your rights. You're asking for it, but I like a couple of guys in here. So I will, ready? I'm going to throw them out there. Roger Sloan.
Yep.
Wyndham Clark. Probably one of my highest owned golfers is Kyle Stanley.
Yep.
And then Brandon Hagee. Those are my top guys, but honestly, I could just reel off a couple others like Matthew Neesmith, Adam Long. One guy who's going to probably get some ownership maybe is Andrew Putnam, but I got one other. If you want to play like a hometown guy, because they're putting a bunch of Japanese guys in here, the one that's actually showing up for me in this range is actually a guy named Chan Kim at 6,500. So he's another guy, and I really think that's what you should be doing. I think you should be shuffling around some of these 6Ks and hope you get lucky with those.
Yeah, because I agree. I think the top tier is a little bit they're significantly better, more than usual than the next tiers, and you can shuffle these lower guys in with a couple of those top guys. That's sort of my strategy this week. The only guy who I would add that you didn't mention is Troy Merritt, who I think is really interesting this week, and actually I had as a priority play. But everybody else we're pretty much on the same page, I think.
Yep. One guy, but I think that we left out. I'm gonna bring him up but he's just so chalky. Is the models really like him at 8,900? That's Jonathan Vegas. I'm just going to throw it out there. He's going to be one of the, 15% plus guys. So I figured I would throw it out there. That, when you run optimals with my stuff, I mean, you get to a decent amount of him. So it's a decision you might have to make if you do that kind of thing. I don't know what your feeling is on Vegas or whatever, but the models like him a decent amount.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I just noticed the ownership, and I think I tried to look at other directions, but
I'm with you on that.
There's one other guy who this guy I trust who likes is really good at golf. He really likes I'll just pronounce his last name, Kinoshita, Ryusuke Kinoshita at 6,200. He's the only other guy under 7K that I forgot to mention. And am I missing something? I thought is KH Lee not playing this tournament? Did I just miss him? I don't think is he, because I had a note about him, but I don't even see him in the player pool. Am I missing?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm trying to juggle loading our other.
Yeah, I have Kaylee in at 8,700.
Oh, is it 8,700? Yeah, I think that I missed on saying that because I did have notes that, again, from friends who know golf better than I do, but don't necessarily know DFS better than I do, that this is the week you need to play KH Lee.
Okay.
I'll look into that one a little bit further.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, same here, especially on a week like this.
I will say, by the way, in full disclosure, like right now, if I put my lineups in the way they are right now, I have a full 20% of Chan Kim. I thought I'd let you know that.
Really? Of Chan Kim?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Chan Kim. All right.
And I think, not to be racist or whatever, but I think people are going to avoid some of these guys because they get some of their names confused.
By the way, that's not racist. That's just a real thing. Like sometimes you get the names. When I saw S. Kim at the top of the leaderboard last week, I was excited, and then I realized it wasn't Siwoo Kim.
Yep.
It was Shengzi. I can't pronounce it. All right. By the way, I'm looking at the win probability. This is to have Xander as a 21% to win this tournament. That's an absurd win percentage.
I know.
That's nuts. All right, so let's play the game, Sheets. Who's winning the tournament?
Well, I'm not doing that.
I'm trying to bait
you. Definitely not doing that. All right, this is what we're going to do. Winning the tournament is going to be clearly Colin Morikawa.
Wait, it was after the guy you kept trying to avoid. You said he was your fourth favorite at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I got you. All right, so I will.
Well, he's the most expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I got you. I will say Tommy Fleetwood.
Okay.
I'm going out of you get to a weird tournament. It's Fleetwood time. All right. In the 9Ks to make top 5.
Well, anybody to make top 5.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Anybody to make top
5. I'll be thematic. I'll say Cameron Tringali.
Okay, I like it. I will say I'm gonna say Siwoo Kim, but I'll pick my next guy next.
Okay. So we go top. Want to go top 10?
Yeah, top 10.
I'm gonna change my mind. By the way, I'm gonna reduce. I'm gonna take you in mind because I'm gonna use a top 10 guy to go top 5. I'm gonna kick Tringali out of top 5. I'm gonna replace him with 8,500 Charlie Hoffman. I think this is the week he goes top 5.
All right, I like it. I'm gonna go KH Lee just because that's the most notes I had from anything was I have to play KH Lee, and then as we were going through him, I somehow just missed him on the list. But I'm gonna say KH Lee.
And top 20, I'm staring at this, and I am locked in on this one now. I don't know, it's just kind of hitting me right now. And you brought him up a couple of times. This is gonna be the week. I have no proof of this, but that Mr. Munoz contends. So I'm gonna go for Munoz top. I'm not even gonna say top 20. I'm gonna go top 15.
Yeah,
for Sebastian Munoz.
I like that a lot. I will say Carlos Ortiz.
And dumpster dive to make top, whatever.
I went too high there, I think. Okay, dumpster dive. I got one. Well, you go first because you got your guy. You like your guy a little better than I like my guy.
Oh, we're gonna go Chan Kim.
Yeah, I knew you were going Chan Kim. So I'm gonna take Troy Merritt.
Sounds good to me.
All right, guys. Well, good luck to everybody this week. Any questions, any thoughts, put it in Discord, and let's crush it. Hopefully we have some screenshots on Monday or Sunday afternoon.
All right, later.
Good luck, everybody.